welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Silas, and for today's practice we will work with 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can still do the practice. It might just be a little bit more accessible to work with blocks. You can also use 2 stacks of books that are in even height. And then take the blocks, or one of the blocks to the front of the mat, take the secondary block and come into a seat. You can either sit cross-legged or just on your shins, just an upright position. And we will begin to drop in straight away. So let the eyes close down, let the sternum, the heart lift. And then take 3 rounds of breath. On the inhale, pulling the shoulders up towards your ears. On the exhale, letting them slide down the back of the spine. Just 2 more rounds. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, let them slide down the back. 1 more round. And then let the shoulders rest, palms to be soft. Keep the awareness with the breath. And take about 3 to 4 rounds of breath. If you know what an ujjayi breath is, let the gentle whisper come to the back of your throat. And stretch out the edges of your breath, elongating the inhale by 1%, but also elongating the exhale by 1%. 2 more rounds. Last one, keep the face soft, tongue relaxed. And then let the hands meet in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. A brief gesture of gratitude for everything that has brought you to this moment onto your mat. Moment of commitment to your breath, your body, your practice. Commitment to yourself. Bring your head to your heart. And then gently let your eyes blink open, let the gaze lift. We're going to stay seated and just reach the arms out in front. And feel the shoulder blades spread apart. Keep the shoulders drawing away from your ears, and then spread your fingers quite actively apart. And then make angry fists, or just make tight fists. You don't have to be angry. And then spread the hands again. And then continue with that action, just spreading the fingers apart and then making tight fists. Keep spreading the shoulder blades apart. Keep going. And speeding the movement of opening and closing the palms up just a little bit. And keep opening and closing the hands. Reach the hands towards the ceiling. Feel the shoulder blades slide up towards your ears. Keep the neck soft. Keep drawing the belly button in. The breath is smooth. Keep opening and closing your palms. And keep that action going. Now turn the palms down towards the earth. Bring the hands behind you. Draw the shoulder blades together. Keep lifting the heart. Keep opening and closing your hands. Really spread the fingers apart. And then let the hands come down towards the earth. Keep going with opening and closing the hands. Just for another 3, 2. Keep drawing the shoulder blades away from your ears. And 1. Shake out the wrists. Well done. Okay. And then from here we shift into an all-fourth position. If you have the block in between your thighs, take that one. If you have the block to sit on, take the block now in between your thighs, long ways, skinny ways. And let the hands come underneath your shoulders. Let the palms connect to the earth, and then take 3 rounds of cat and cow. On the inhale, the tailbone will lift, the belly drops, heart scoops forward, you look up. And then exhale, reverse the pattern. Tailbone slides under, round the back, spread the shoulder blades apart. And then 2 more rounds. Inhale, come forward, pull the heart through your arms, keep grounding through your palms. And then exhale, dome the back, chin towards the chest, spread the shoulder blades wide. 1 more round. Then let yourself come back towards neutral. Now tuck the toes under and find a plank pose. Walk the feet back. Squeeze a block in between your legs. If you don't have a block, just squeeze an imaginary block and then grow longer from your heels to the crown of the head. Press into the earth. Lift the heart away from the ground as you spread the shoulders. Keep the breath going smoothly. And then introduce a little mantra for today. If you want to lower the knees down, don't. If you need to lower the knees down, please always do. Take a full breath in here. On the exhale, find a downward facing dog. Move the hips up and back. You can keep the knees bent quite generously to start with. Press the earth away, squeeze the block and get longer through your arms and spine. Neck is soft, keep the breath going. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then begin to walk the hands back towards your feet. Take as many steps as you need. And once you arrive at the back of the mat, inhale Ardha Uttanasana. Let the hands slide up the shins, straighten the legs, squeeze the block. Exhale, fold back down, soften the neck. One more time, inhale, come up halfway, squeeze the block, pause here. And then draw the shoulders away from your ears, get longer for the spine. Let the tailbone lift towards the ceiling, spread the sit bones apart. And then maybe reach the arms out towards the side. Keep extending the crown of the head away from the tail. Keep broadening through the heart. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Keep squeezing the block, reach the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, swim the hands home. Tadasana, open heart, soft face. Full Surya Namaskar. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep squeezing the block. Exhale, fold all the way forward and down. Keep the weight in your big toes as you fold forward and in. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands ground down, walk it out into your plank pose. Pause here. Move the crown of the head away from your heels. Keep squeezing the block. And take one more breath in. On the exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Elbows close to the ribs. Once you lower all the way down, stretch back for the toes. We're going to take 3 cobras. Inhale, peel the heart of the earth. Squeeze the block. And then exhale, come back down. 2 more rounds. Inhale to lift. Hug the elbows in. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale to fold. Last one. Lift up, maybe a little higher than before. And then exhale, shift back over hands and knees. This time, downward facing dog. Take the block with you. Keep the breath going. Keep climbing the hips up. Maybe the legs go a little bit straighter than the round before. And then walk the hands back towards your feet one more time. Once you get to the back of the mat, inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale, fold forward and down. And then continue to squeeze the block. Inhale, Ardha, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, this time swan dive all the way back down to the earth. Keep squeezing the block if it's there. Inhale to lift up halfway, long spine. Exhale, hands ground down, find your plank pose. Full breath in to prepare. Exhale all the way to the earth. Inhale, find your cobra, peel the heart of the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let the ears rest inside your upper arms, soft neck. And then active legs, really squeezing the block to lift the sit bones away from your wrists. Toes are spreading, the heels hiding behind the second toes. And then inhale, lift up high onto the toes. Begin to tiptoe your way forward. Go slow to not lose a block. You can bend the knees anytime. And then inhale, keep going. Ardha Uttanasana, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward and down, soft neck. Take the block, place it to the outer edge of the mat. And then inhale, lift up all the way to the ceiling, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep the imaginary block in between your legs. So exhale, Tadasana. Even though the block is gone, keep the memory of it. And then bring the big toes together to touch. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend into your knees, reach the arms up. Pause. Lift the frontal hips away from the earth. Take one more breath in. On the exhale, fold forward and down. Once the thighs and ribs connect, straighten the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale, hands ground down, step the left foot back, step the right foot back, plank pose. Breath in to prepare. On the exhale, either chaturanga, half push-up, also all the way to the earth. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Now keep the inner palms heavy, lift the heart, and then exhale, down dog. Next, inhale, lift up high into the toes. Look forward, walk or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale to fold. Active legs, Utkatasana, bend into your knees, reach the arms up. Stay here, lift up onto your tippy toes, heels come off the earth, and then sit so low that the thighs come parallel with the ground. Come to the point where you feel uncomfortable. And you try to get comfortable there. Now bring the bum all the way towards your heels. Grab your 2 blocks. Sit onto your bum. Lift the legs up, blocks next to you, Navasana. You can straighten the legs or keep them bent. Go for 2 rounds. Stay here or right ankle over left. Heels towards your bum, hands to the blocks. Or floor if you don't have blocks. Lift up. And then lower back down. Navasana. Left over right ankle, heels towards your bum, squeeze in, hands to the block, squeeze and lift everything up. And lower back down, blocks to the side, Navasana. Now we're going to come back to the chair pose. Hug the knees into the chest, roll over your back, feet come down, hips lift up, hook your thumbs and then move the legs all the way to straight. Inhale, grow taller, pull the thumbs apart. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale towards the left. One more time each side. Inhale through center. Exhale towards the right. Keep squeezing the imaginary block in between your legs. Inhale back towards the middle. And then exhale, circle the hands out wide. Interlace them at the base of the spine. Draw the knuckles down, lift the heart up. And then exhale, fold forward and down. Soften the neck, let the hands fall over your head. And draw the inner shoulders away from your ears. Keep the breath going. Gentle ujjayi or just soft, free breathing. Take one more breath in. On the exhale, hands towards the lower back and then bend into your knees. Reach the arms up. Inhale, Utkatasana. On the exhale, fold forward and down, Uttanasana, straighten the legs, squeeze imaginary block. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale, ground down through the hands, step the right foot back, let the left foot follow plank. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, lower all the way down or halfway, Chaturanga, or all the way to the ground. Inhale, Cobra, up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in here. Inhale to lift the hips. Squeeze imaginary block. Exhale, heavy heels, active palms. Inhale, lift high into the toes. Look forward, walk, step, or jump towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha. Exhale to fold, soften the neck. Utkatasana, bend into your knees, reach the arms up. Stay here, lift onto your toes. Sit so low that you don't want to stay there. Keep lifting the frontal hips, keep reaching the fingertips away from the earth. And then bring the bum all the way towards your heels. Sit the bum onto the ground, grab your 2 blocks, Navasana. Stay here, or left ankle over right. Heels towards your bum, hands to floor or block, squeeze and lift up. And lower back down, Navasana. Right over left, heels towards the bum, squeeze and lift up. And lower back down, blocks to the side, Navasana. All right, we meet in Malasana this time. So you can roll over your back to gain momentum, or the feet come down, hips lift off the earth. And then heel toe the feet out wide, big toes in line with your knees, upper arms can rest on the knees or hands can come together in prayer. So you can lengthen through the front body, so the heart lifts up. At the same time, the pubic bone drops down, and you're elongating through the front. The tailbone moves towards the back of the mat. Maybe you close your eyes. Let the breath be there. Notice if it has changed. And then life goes through progressions, through an evolution. And in yoga we have the same thing. Poses develop. There's always a previous stage and then you can build on top of it. In the same way it is for example, you walk towards the front of the mat, then you step towards the front of the mat, and then you jump forward, eventually you would jump through. It's the same with going back. First you walk back, then you step back, and then eventually you jump back. So we're going to work with the jump back. If you want to play with Bakasana along the way, let the upper arms and knees stay connected, ribs and thighs, and then lift onto your tippy toes. Lift the hips up high, place the hands onto the ground about shoulder width distance apart, and then look forward in space, shift forward, maybe draw one heel towards the bum, maybe both. Point the toes. Now from here you can step back, walk back, or float back straight to Chaturanga. Point the toes, inhale your version of a back bend, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Keep the breath going. Notice what you can or can't do. Notice the labels that you create and then let them go. There's no substitute for repetition. And take one more breath in. Lift up high onto the toes. Exhale, melt both knees down towards the ground. Anahatasana, keep the hips over the knees. Walk the hands forward, past the edges of your mat, and then let the heart melt down. Forehead can meet the earth. Keep drawing the belly button in as you melt the heart down. Keep extending the fingertips away from your sit bones. And take 2 more rounds of breath, really stretch it out. Last one. And from here, walk the hands towards your knees. Keep the knees hip width distance apart, tuck your toes under. And then as you come up, bring the hands towards your lower back, fingers pointing up or down. Wrap the elbows in. And then move the hips forward, lift the base of the heart up. Look straight ahead at the tip of the nose or in between the eyebrows. And then stay here for the first round. Let the breath develop the pose. Inhale, the heart lifts. Exhale, the hips move forward, the heart melts back. Maybe the head drops back, but keep the jaw soft. Notice if the breath changes. The breath stops, you've taken it too far. Keep hugging the elbows in towards one another, moving the shoulder blades away from your ears. Stay with it. One more breath. And then inhale, bring yourself back up. Bring the big toes together to touch, and then sit back onto your heels. Let the hands rest in your lap, palms facing up, eyes closing down. Following the breath as it moves up and down. All right, and let the eyes blink open. I'm going to take the 2 blocks if you got them. Place them on the lowest setting at the front of the mat. Bring the base of your palms to the base of the block and then find a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. Now on the next inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Stay in the downward facing dog shape. Move the heart towards the left thigh. Now on the next inhale, lift up high onto the left toes. Exhale, draw the right thigh towards the right rib cage. Keep the heart back like a downward facing dog. And then inhale, reach the right leg back up. Exhale, lower the left heel down. Inhale, high into the heel. Exhale, right thigh towards right rib cage. Inhale, extend the right leg back. Exhale, lower the left heel down. One more time. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, draw the thigh towards the rib cage. Look forward, step the right foot forward lightly. And then spin the left heel down towards the ground. Inhale, warrior 2. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. Let the hands reach in opposition. 2 more rounds of breath here. And then flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse, straighten the right leg. On the exhale, Trikonasana, shift the right hip back in space as you let the right hand come onto the shin. Floor or the block if it's already there. And then inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Maybe look up. Keep the awareness in your legs. Toes spreading. The inner thighs draw together like you would squeeze a block, even though the legs are apart. And then on the next inhale, reach the left hand back forward. Exhale, bring the left hand onto the block that is on your left side. Take the right block to the side. Now heel toe the right foot towards the right outer side of your mat. Reach the right arm forward. From here, shift your weight into the left hand, into the right foot. Draw the left knee into the chest. Bring it all the way through. Point the toes, lower the hips down. Let's do this 2 more times. Step the left foot all the way back, right arm forward. Exhale, draw the left leg through. Right hand towards your heart. 1 more time. Step back, reach forward. Exhale, draw in, bring it through. And then step it back. Left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Exhale, both hands down, remove the block to the side. Step the right foot back lightly, plank pose. You choose vinyasa or no vinyasa. Down dog, we meet. If you need to skip the vinyasas, please do. If you want to skip them, don't. And then as you're in your down dog, if you needed the blocks for the first round, grab them, place them back underneath your palms. And then inhale, reach the left leg up. Stay in the downward facing dog shape. Next inhale, lift up high into the right toes. Exhale, left thigh towards left rib cage. Inhale, reach the left leg back up. Exhale, lower the right heel down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, thigh towards rib cage. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, right heel down. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, draw the thigh towards the ribcage. Look forward lightly. Step the left foot in between the blocks. Spin the right heel down. Inhale, warrior 2. Keep that left knee over the left ankle. And then find your drishti. Find your gaze. Front middle finger. If turning the head forward doesn't feel good, you can always look to the side. Soften the shoulder blades. And then flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse, straighten the left leg. On the exhale, Trikonasana, reach the left hand all the way forward and down. And then inhale, brings in the pose, reach the right hand up. Keep moving the left sit bone toward right heel. Spinning the heart open. And then inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, circle the right hand down to the block. Left block towards the side of your mat. Heel to the left foot out. And then extend in opposition. Left hand reaches forward. Power up through the right thigh. Now 3 times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to step through. Inhale to step back. Exhale to step through. Last one. And step it through. And bring it back. Exhale, left hand down, block to the side. Step the left foot back lightly, don't drag it over the earth. Plank pose to down dog. Vinyasa or no vinyasa. Let the heart melt back, keep the legs active. Keep the breath soft. The face soft. Next inhale, lift high into the toes. Exhale, Anahatasana, both knees lower down. Hips stay over the knees. And then maybe this time take the blocks. Walk the hands forward, let the heart melt down. Forehead meets the earth if it's close. Keep straightening through your arms. And then walk the hands and blocks back. Take the blocks at the front of your mat, just like you set them up for the downward facing dog before. Tuck the toes under and then walk the hands off the blocks all the way back. Lift yourself up, setting up for camel pose. So the knees hip width distance apart, hands back to your lower back. You can stay with this. Move the hips forward, lift the heart. If you have sensitive knees, always take something underneath the knees. If you struggle with the back bend or the full camel, you can stay here. Let the breath develop. Let the pose develop. This is one of the few poses where you could actually say you fake it till you make it. So stay here. Or if you want to go on a little journey, you reach the hands back. Maybe you catch your heels or your ankles, and then continue to move the hips forward. Lift the base of the heart up. Keep your gaze steady. Maybe the head drops back, but keep the jaw soft. If the breath stops, you're taking it too far. And wait for the next inhale to arrive, to bring yourself back up. Big toes together to touch. Sit yourself back, hands rest in your lap. Close down through your eyes. Let the breath move up and down the center of your body. Let the face soften, the eyes, the jaw. The heart is open and radiant. And then let the eyes blink back open. All right, we take it further in this evolution. So walking forward, stepping forward, jumping forward, and then jumping through. So take your blocks, find a downward facing dog. And then be honest with yourself. Where are you in your evolution? Do you have to walk forward to sit down? Do you have to step or jump forward and then sit down? Or do you want to play with jumping through? So inhale, lift up high into the toes. Look forward, bend the knees, and then jump forward and through. Well done. And sit down, blocks to the side. Roll all the way onto your back. Bring the feet behind your bum. If you want to do this again, you just pause the video and you try. No substitute for repetition. Otherwise, if you want to continue, set up for your bridge pose. Press the feet into the earth. Lift the hips up. Either hold onto the outer edges of your mat to walk the shoulder blades in, or interlace the hands behind you and then walk it in. Use the power of your legs to lift the hips. Keep spreading through the collarbones, breathing into the heart, the belly. And we're only here once, like always in life. So you can stay here in your bridge pose. If you want to take a supported bridge with a block underneath your bum, please don't. If you need to take a supported bridge, please go ahead. If you have extra fuel left in the tank and you want to take it to Urdhva Dhanurasana, let the hands come next to your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. You take a breath in to come into the crown of the head, and another breath to go all the way up. And then continue to breathe smoothly. If you want to come down, don't. If you need to come down, please do. 2 more rounds of breath. Wherever you are. And take 1 more breath in. And the exhale, come all the way down. Let the spine unroll onto the mat. Take the feet mat width distance apart. Let the knees fall together like a tent. And then let the right hand come into your belly. Left hand come into your heart. Close your eyes and notice. Let the breath move up and down, in and out. You might notice your heartbeat. Soften your face. And ease into the experience. If what you did before was hard for you, now life is good again. Nothing lasts forever. I'm getting comfortable with adversity. Next inhale, open your arms out towards the side, lift the knees over your hips, and then exhale, let the knees fall towards the right, find a twist. Ground down through the left shoulder blade, the right hand can come onto the top of the left thigh. And just breathing a few rounds up and down the spine, into the heart, into the belly. Softening the face, maybe looking towards the left hand. But if it doesn't feel good in the neck, maybe keep the nose pointing towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. It's quite the paradox when you look towards that left hand. Close your eyes. If it hurts in your neck, look up, because there's nothing to see there. And with the next inhale, bring the knees back for center. Exhale, bring them over towards the left. Left hand on top of the right thigh. Grounding down through the right shoulder blade, letting the breath move up and down the spine. Maybe turning the nose towards the right thumb, but then closing the eyes. And letting the breath spread into every single inch of your body, fingertips and toes. And take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, bring yourself back towards center. Hold onto the right knee with the right hand, hold onto the left knee with the left hand, and draw the knees towards your armpits. Keep the lower back on the ground, keep the shoulders on the earth. You can stay here or begin to reach the hands through the inside of your legs, holding on to the inside or outside of your feet. If you're always holding on to the outside of the feet, maybe hold on to the inside. If you always hold on to the inside, hold on to the outside. Just switching it up. Keep the lower back grounded, the shoulders grounded. And then breathe a few rounds here, embracing the spirit of the happy baby. Taking any last wiggles, like straightening one leg and then the other, or straightening both legs. And whenever you're ready, hug the knees back into the chest, give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. And then we will release into Shavasana. The legs extend down the mat, hip width or mat width distance apart. If you feel discomfort in your lower back and you have 2 blocks at hand, maybe take the 2 blocks on the lowest setting and then place them underneath your thighs as a little support. And then from here you let the hands come next to your side, palms facing up. And taking a last deep breath in, filling up the belly, the ribs, the heart, the face. And then open mouth, let it go. Keeping the jaw soft as you let the breath move on its own now. Softening through the face, the eyes. Letting that feeling of relaxation, of letting go, float down the rest of the body, down your throat and neck, into your shoulders, down your arms, into your palms and fingertips, through your heart, down your torso, through your hips, down into your legs, as you soften your ankles and big toes. Letting go. Just for a few moments. Letting go to receive. To receive this practice in all its form and all its beauty. Shavasana. invite you to stay here for at least 4 to 7 minutes so that the nervous system can fully drop. If you need to move on with your day, allow the breath to bring you back. Inhale and exhale, elongate, the fingers begin to wiggle, to move. And rolling your ankles, your wrists, bending your elbows, reaching the arms over your head, waking up to this moment and whatever it has in store for you. And bending one knee at a time, rolling over towards one side, using your upper arm as a pillow for your head. And take a breath or two here. And then eventually pressing into the left hand, maybe keeping the eyes closed, slowly finding your way back up into a seat. Either cross-legged or on your shins again, maybe sitting on a block. And finding your way there without the sense of sight can be sometimes quite the challenge. Allowing the hands to meet at the heart. Anjali Mudra. This gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for the time that you took, for staying all the way to the end, even through the moments you didn't want to. Getting comfortable with discomfort, knowing that it will pass, just like this breath or this video. And bowing your head to your heart. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'll see you very soon. Namaste.